SCP-096 is one of the creatures contained by the SCP Foundation. If you're unfamiliar with this organization, it detains all kinds of strange creatures or objects that are invisible to humans, effectively protecting people from these anomalies. The organization's items are divided into 3 categories based on their danger level, and one of the creatures is SCP-096. This creature is contained in a 5-meter-long steel room, and access to its location is strictly prohibited. Despite its dangerous nature, it requires constant monitoring. Surveillance cameras and photographs of the creature are ineffective, and weekly safety checks are conducted to ensure the creature's containment. But before we get started, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and turn on notifications to receive our new videos. The organization uses pressure devices and laser sensors to track the creature. So, what does this creature look like? The creature SCP-096 looks somewhat like a human, reaching a length of 2 meters and has a thin muscle mass. It appears to have nerve and muscle issues, and all tests indicate a nutritional deficiency. Its arms have reached 1.5 meters long, and its skin is white with no hair. It's concerning that his jaw can expand to 4 times the size of a normal human's, and his facial features are almost vacant, resembling human skin color. His eyes contain unusual pigments, and it's unclear if his vision is normal or weak. All tests indicate psychological fragility, as he is constantly crying and appears to be isolating himself in his room, displaying deep sadness. The problem is that there is no point in looking at this creature in any way, because as soon as someone sets eyes on it and knows it, he feels a very strange sensation that makes him want to rid himself of it. If he knew that someone was watching him, he would cover his face with his hand and start screaming hysterically, reaching a speed of 35 kilometers per hour. There's nothing to stop him from attacking someone, regardless of the distance between the creature and the victim. If the creature can lure the victim, he won't be able to escape and will have to finish him off. After disposing of the victim, he sits alone for a few minutes until he calms down and returns to his initial position. According to the SCP Foundation's report, there was a conversation between an official in the organization and the leader of a group of soldiers named Zulu 9A. During the conversation, Zulu 9A describes the events that unfolded while trying to capture a certain creature. He mentions that the entire team and soldiers responsible for capturing the creature and placing it in confinement died during the process, except for the team captain, who was fortunate enough to avoid direct eye contact with the creature and survive. The captain recalls that when they first encountered object number 096, it was naked, with no clothes, and the weather was extremely cold. The team arrived at the icy location by helicopter, where they found the creature. They approached the creature wearing bags over their faces to avoid eye contact. As they were about to catch the creature, a doctor from the organization called the captain, but the captain was lucky as the creature did not see him. However, as the captain was about to answer the call, the creature turned around and saw the team, causing chaos. In a state of nervous agitation, screamed and started attacking the entire team, and the first person who caught him took his leg off. The soldier was still alive and screaming hysterically. The entire team stood in amazement, and all the soldiers began shooting at the creature. Despite the bullets entering and piercing the creature's body, it remained unharmed. As if nothing had happened to it, the captain realized that the bullets did not affect the creature. He decided to fire missiles to destroy the tanks on the creature. Despite the extensive damage caused by the missile, the creature remained alive and continued to attack the team, ultimately defeating them one by one. The captain requested support, and another team arrived immediately. They determined that they would arrest the creature and were able to transfer it to the plane for custody. The object 096 was contained in a steel room within the organization. During this time, a surveillance camera captured the object's face, leading him to believe he was being filmed. He entered a state of severe nervous agitation and began banging and hitting with all his force. After a few minutes, he was able to make a big hole. Then he managed to escape from his detention, and all the employees who were present were watching him. Unfortunately, he attacked them and killed all of them. He left the organization's building and kept running until he successfully got away from them. The aircraft was deployed to monitor him and locate his position, but he was so fast that they couldn't find out where he was. There was concern that this creature might go to a location with gatherings or a large number of people. As a result, combat aircraft started patrolling the desert and circling it. They indeed located the creature and were able to fire missiles at it. The creature was significantly affected and fell, but to their surprise it got back up and continued moving, making it pointless to keep firing missiles at it. They are lurking and know its path and where it is going. It is said that the creature was able to reach a small village closest to the organization. Some people saw it in the village, and it was expected that it would find its way to someone. At that time, the organization arrived at the village and began warning people not to look ahead because a dangerous creature was present in the town. They said that anyone who looked at the creature would be in danger. As a result, all the residents started covering their eyes to avoid looking at the creature. One day, they heard the creature's voice screaming very loudly. It became clear that the creature was on top of a hill, but it was unable to balance. It tumbled down, rolling until it hit many houses. At that time, there was frantic screaming. Some residents screamed out of fear, and some were uncovering their eyes. The security forces started to eliminate the creature so that it would no longer be able to cause further destruction to the entire city. After a few moments, all the screaming ceased completely, and the situation returned to calm. The security forces reached the creature's location and found that it had claimed a new victim. While the guards were searching, one of them saw a picture of the creature in a magazine. This caused the creature to become nervous and agitated, as it realized that someone had seen its face. The guard tried to scribble on the picture to prevent others from seeing it, but it was too late. The creature attacked and instantly killed the guard. The victim was a mountaineer who had been taking a picture of the mountains when the creature was unknowingly captured in the background. This incident happened many years before the creature was captured by the organization. He wasn't paying attention to the background of the picture. He was only focused on his appearance while reviewing it. The creature and its face lacked clarity because the colors in the picture weren't shown. There are some videos of this creature attacking people. The SCP series is a suspenseful collection intended for enjoyment, much like horror stories and movies. If you consider the story we mentioned, it bears a striking resemblance to a two-part movie. Can you guess the movie? Please write your guess in the comments.